So this is one of the most iconic hikes in Vancouver, Canada. We're about an hour north of Vancouver, on your way to Whistler, BC, in Squmaish. This mountain overlooking Squmaish just towers over the city. It's impossible to miss. It looks so daunting, but yes, that is the Chief's hike. That's the one we're going to be going up today. It's right here in the background. I just got into the park. It's summertime, but I expect it's gonna be super busy. And you know what? I've never actually hiked this one before, which is surprising because I've driven by here hundreds of times. And it's usually because it's just so full of tourists. It's so busy. But you know what? They're all so busy these days. And I'm kind of excited to see what this is like. So this is the trail guide and review of the Chief's hike. Okay, so I got here a little bit late, so I am gonna try and do all three peaks. Don't know how well it's gonna go. The parking lot is full, but the morning people are kind of leaving now, so we'll see what happens. I'm walking to the parking lot right now, and there's actually a few open spots here. So I'm not sure how busy it's gonna be. It should be good. I'm gonna time myself to see how long it takes me to get up there though. You know what? I'm at the start of the trail. I actually didn't know there was a campsite here at the bottom of the trail. Yeah, camping stuff all around here.
So I was actually shocked they had camping at the Chief. They really don't advertise this. But it's a BC Parks campground. There's no real amenities. It's on a first come first served basis. And there's only room for tents. But yeah, it's good to know that it's an option. I'm pretty sure this fills up really fast though.
Yeah, you can camp here. I assume it's probably super busy, super hard to get one of these campsites. So we are here. There's a campsite. Start of the trail. Up to the first peak. Walk back, second peak, third peak. All right, so there's the map. Let's start the timer. We're going up.
So this is the iconic Chief hike in Stawamus Chief Provincial Park. I'll let you know now, we did hit all three peaks, so we'll give you views from all three lookouts. I'll try and keep this trail guide and review quick, but accurate, so hopefully you enjoyed the video.
All right, so far stairs, but signs are pretty clear. Haven't seen too many people. And look how far I've already come.
The moment you start hiking the Chief, it goes straight up. Endless amount of stairs. And it really doesn't let up.
So I'm only like 15 minutes in, but we've been walking upside this river, little creek right here. I had to stop, splash some water in my face. It's been straight up the whole way so far. So I expect it's gonna be tough, or I'm just out of shape.
Luckily, there's a bit of a river or creek you hike up along the first bit of the Chief. I'll let you know now, that's your last chance to fill up your water bottles. As you slowly climb up, there are a few different trails you can take. First, you'll be offered mercy by taking the Sea to Sky Trail, which has you hike up along the Sea to Sky gondola.
So that Sea to Sky Trail is the furthest I've ever come up here. I've never gone past it. I know I've gone down the Sea to Sky Trail. That leads you to the Sea to Sky gondola, which makes it easy to get down. You just take the gondola down, but we're in for a challenge today.
A noticeable landmark you'll come across while hiking the Chief is the Lunch Rock Lookout. I feel like that isn't the real name, but it's the one I found online, so I'm just going with it. Here's where you get some nice views overlooking the valley on your way up to the peak.
All right, so Teetering Rock. We're just under an hour in this hike, and we're gonna keep going.
Just past our Teetering Rock friend comes the difficult decision to...
We are right here. So we start at the parking lot. Right here, we're gonna go to the first peak, come back here, and then head back up here, the second and third peak. Woo.
Once you diverge and start hiking to the first peak, you are not too far off. The hardest part about the Chief hike is how steep it starts off. It's steep all the way up, but seems especially steeper at the beginning.
All right, so we're losing shade. I think we're almost at the first peak now. Just don't want to get in the sun, but I guess I'm going for it now.
So this is the top of the first peak on the Chief hike. You see the entire inlet, the Sea to Sky Highway, the city of Squmaish, and you can even see the other two peaks in the distance. Fabulous views all around. I was actually pretty confident I'd get this hike done quickly, but it was slightly more challenging than I expected, so I didn't stay too long.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna try and do the other two peaks still. Spent a little bit of time up there, but not too much. Whoop. Yeah. All right, in the shade. Heading back down to the trail to go to the second peak. Didn't want to spend too much time up there before getting to the other peaks, but I'll let you rate the peaks, see which one you like the best. Maybe you can skip one of or two of them. Just go straight to the one you like. Let's look at the map. Let's see, we were just there, came back up. We are 2 hours into our day. We're hiking up to the second peak now.
Okay, so the hike from the first to the second peak wasn't too bad. Again, you're on the backside of the mountain, so you're pretty sheltered from the weather. It sort of keeps you out of the rain and for today, especially the sun. You are still constantly hiking up again, but it's not as rough as the first bit of the Chief hike. There are some curveballs to make the hike interesting though.
All right, so I believe this is up to the second peak. Gotta take a break. Got some Gatorade here. Gotta fuel up.
Okay, so the second peak was literally just over the hill here. Immediately I noticed it was a lot less crowded on the second peak compared to the first. You overlook the first peak along with more views of the city of Squmaish and the surrounding area. It felt more relaxing over here without the massive crowds.
So that was the second peak. Heading off to the third peak. It's already kind of late in the evening, so we'll see how we do. And yeah, let's get a move on. Oh man, it's so much cooler in the shade. You know what? It's probably easier to do the back trail. Go straight to the third peak and then loop your way back. Because I think you spend more time in the forest. Which in the summertime, you definitely don't want to be on the sun for too long. All right, we're really close now. Oh man, it starts to get harder again. All right, come on, third peak. Oh. You know, there might be an easier way, but you just gotta scramble up the hill every once in a while.
So here are views of the top of the third peak.